Hey there YouTube, I am back with another DPS video. So today I got mental because I got a comment on my one of my last videos. Keep that rolling, guys. Keep telling me what powers you want me to throw out there. And that includes precision, because I turn my main tune into a precision based DPS. He is quantum, and I will be uploading a quantum DPS video for you guys shortly. But since I got a request for mental, I decided to go mental on my alt, which was actually Stockholm's original power, but I changed powers around. This is a decent loadout. I actually got this loadout from Obsidian Shield because I'll be honest with you, it's the best thing that I could find, and he crunches numbers just as hard as I do, and even shows it because I might not be as invested like he is, but either way, this, at least first the rotation, is definitely his. All I have to say is mental is ridiculously power hungry. Like ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. Do I think it hits decent? Yeah, but you need a cooler. You need more than a cooler. You can't even get through 3-4 rotations without two colas. Like it's ridiculous, and the reason for that is because, and this goes for gadgets too. Invisibility and stealth cost power. They cost 300 power. Well, when you clip 3 moves back to back to back together, which is 300, 300, and another 300, so that's 5,000. That's like 1,500 power right off the bat. Out of my, that's half of my power. Like that's literally like half of my power gone. So that's an issue. If they decided to take invisibility's cooldown or power cost down to even 100%, to where it was just a quick little 100, which would be 1670, so like, I don't know, 1,700 power. I mean, that's knocking it down by a good how much. But if they just took it away completely, I think it'd even be better. Also, if they made Psychic Prison a 12-second dot instead of a 6-second dot, I think mental would skyrocket on the board. I think honestly right now it's one of the worst DPS powers in the game when it comes to especially might damage. I think maybe with precision, like if I was on my main with it, maybe it'd be a little different, and I might upload a video talking about it, because I feel like this might be suited for more precision. I honestly do. But anyways, let's get into my gear and stuff. So this is my gear. I have mostly 205 gear on this character, except for my weapon, and it's double marks. So I'm definitely going to be grinding for it, because the higher the CR, the better your augments are. And I'll also be straight up, my mods aren't the best because this character did have the stats revamp box, and I just threw in all those mods. And I honestly have like I had mad old gear with Olympians in it, because I honestly didn't think I was going to get this character to this max level. So I didn't care, but then I decided to do it because it was double marks and I get the gear half off, so why not? Anyway, so there's that. I mean, my trinkets also that. I do have the Starro mask with a might mod in it. I'm rocking nitros, and then my only, as of right now, my only artifact on this character is the might one. And that's what I'm using right now. Actually, technically, I should be using this too. I just didn't save in my armory. Solar amplifier. It's level 0. I just started working on it like before I recorded this video. I'm going to start working on it. So that's what I think I'm going to use for this character, for why he stays mental, even though he's probably not gonna stay mental, because I'll be completely honest with you, I really don't enjoy playing it. I have a new character that I, for whatever reason, decided to make mental, and I already regret it, and I think I'm gonna make him like either hard light or rage, or something like that, because I honestly just don't have any want to be mental, and the reason is because it is very flawed. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm usually pretty positive, but this is flawed, and this is my alt. So I'm gonna say this right now, disclaimer. If you're used to jackers, my parsers are a lot higher because he is my main, and he has like a lot more stuff. Like he has all like might when he should have precision right now, but he does. He has all like generator mods inside of his thing. He has better mods, all this stuff. So he definitely does better damage. I just want to put that disclaimer. Like my might with the Cola is only 22k. I also want to throw out another disclaimer. I have 0 league hole proficiencies. My league at the moment, we're kind of like a lot of them are taking a break from the game. I'm the only one really still playing, and I usually always play, so it's nothing new. So that's how that's going. So I don't have any of that, and I'm gonna eventually get, I think, either probably damage out here once I get to 25k here in a few. I'm just gonna get damage out real quick, and that'll definitely make my damage go up a little bit. That or maybe might precision, I don't know yet. Either way, my might is 22k with the Kula. But it don't matter, and the reason it don't really matter that much is because when I start attacking over here, my might goes up to 23 k, and that's because I get 800 might from my artifact, and then I get some 2% more might from the neck mod here from escalating might. So my might goes up by a good amount, and I'm not sitting there trying to say anything, but I mean it's different with precision. It skyrockets, but with this it's not as bad. If I had if I had like Soul Cloak or some other other artifact, I would definitely be doing way better damage. And then if I was using the Bottle City Soda, probably would be doing more damage as well. But I just don't really care as much. And then this is a lot of grinding, and I'd rather just rock nitros personally. So all the disclaimers aside, let's finally get into this loadout because I feel bad. So let's get into it. So I showed you my gear, I showed you my stats, so let's get into it. So go ahead, we're gonna go weapons. Bow, just get your first weapon. Acrobat, and then inside of here you're gonna need just these 3 for this armory, because I'm showing you an AoE loadout. You do not need heat vision yet. You will need it though. So if you want to just spec for it, that's up to you. Stat points. You're gonna head and do super powered focus, all crits, throw the rest in the might and power. After that, throw it into health. Okay, then let's come up to loadouts. So loadout left to right is Psychic Prison, Invisibility, Sonic Cry, Telekinetic Bolt, Terror Tendrils, and Mass Terror. And then inside of Invisibility, it is Ambush, Pain Blast, Neo Venom Boost, and then Return to Normal. So, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me about the whole thing with your iconic powers. The only ones you need are these 2. Is Sonic Cry and Neo Venom Boost, and then you will need Heat Vision later. And then Robot Sidekick, you don't need. Don't worry about it. Don't get it. I forgot. I'm sorry. So the way this loadout works is you can clip Psychic Prison with Invisibility, and then you can go ahead and hit Pain Blast, and then go into your normal rotation. And then you would just go na 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 na, and then kind of just wait till cooldowns pop off. So this is how it goes. Clip. Go ahead and do this real quick, and then just do your normal loadout. That'll be off cooldown. And as you can see, like, I only went through, and this is out here where my regen's a little bit better. I went through power quick, but that's the loadout. I mean, there's nothing really crazy to it. Excuse me. Alright. 17k, and that is definitely due to my just all the disclaimers earlier. And I'm gonna run out of power with a cola already. 17. I hit 19 to 20, which actually isn't even that bad damage right now. If I was say like fully minded out like I am on my alt, I would probably hit like 21k with this. I'll be completely honest. But as you can see, it is just incredibly power hungry. And then if you want to throw extra damage in here, like I have the tiny Starro, but you don't, he's my alt, so I'm not really caring as much. Throwing like the LexCorp robot or the Sunken Rune, they'll definitely help you. It's just that I mean I've always liked mental. It was actually the first power I ever picked up on this game, like, and then I deleted the character and this and that, and then Jackers was my first tune, and he was hard light, but this tune, I just don't like mental, guys. Like, I'm trying to like really be unbiased here and trying to make a very honest video, but I just don't like it. That's the only disclaimer. That's the last disclaimer I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then let's go ahead and throw up this boss loadout real quick. All right, not a lot has changed. So for the boss loadout, left to right, we got Psychic Prit. Well, before I do that, let me show you Iconics. So Iconics, you are going to need this, and Heat Vision. You're going to need Sonic Cry, Neo Venom Boost, and Heat Vision. Okay? And then I'll show you the loadout. So we got Psychic Prison, Invisibility, Heat Vision, Terror Tendrils, Mass Terror, Sonic Cry. And then we got Pain Blast, Neo Venom, and then Return to Normal once again. So if I had, let me show you. So if I had this leveled up, the Solar Amplifier leveled up, this loadout would probably hit way harder. I'll be completely honest with you. 10% I-beam damage, all that stuff. Just the levels you get from it definitely would help. Even getting it to just level 20 would help, just because it's a 1% might stat. But it is 0. So just keep that in mind. That's really doing nothing but sitting there. But anyways, the loadout's kind of the same way. The way I do it is I clip, go ahead and hit Pain Blast, do the full duration of Heat Vision, and then just go left to right. And then I ran out of power. So this one's not as power hungry. So that's the kind of nice thing. Is on bosses, you won't have to worry about being like a complete hungry maniac. And this is the thing. If you're in a raid with your league, you ain't going to have to worry about power no matter what loadout you're using because you have a troller or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you're like me right now and you're more of a solo player at the moment, you got to keep in mind, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it in mind. So let's I'm gonna go ahead and show you. We got an 11. A lot of it is depending on if Pain Blast crits, but if it does, you're gonna hit really hard. So there was a 13. So let me say this about mental. Mental hits hard on bosses, man. Keep in mind that I am using Sonic Cry. If you don't want to use Sonic Cry, you can go ahead and throw in Cryokinesis. It's a little bit more of a ranged move. And then honestly, this would be exactly like Obsidian Shield's loadout. I'm gonna throw it out there, and I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I'm gonna be real. This is the loadout with it. Alright, ran out of power. Like right there, it was a really bad crit chance. There's a 26 and then a 23, which was better, but even that's low. But it's definitely inconsistent. But keep in mind, if you crit with Pain Blast, your parser is going to be good, your damage is going to be good, no matter what you do. I use Sonic Cry because Sonic Cry is pretty melee. It is, but most of the boss fights in this game, other than elite raids, you could be, you know, you could be close. But I mean, you do have to be like this close with it, to a boss. So that is an issue if you don't have a tank. So that's why I'm gonna sit there and throw out Cryokinesis to you. Cryokinesis is a good little spam move. Oops, my bad. I'm still in combat. It's a good little spam move, and it does hit pretty hard. Let's see, where are you? There you are. It's definitely a nice little spam move, and it hits pretty hard. You know, almost 5k, and it would probably hit around 5k, 5200 per tick, depending. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rotation again. Hopefully, I can get Painblast to crit like it did there. To show you guys off the real damage of this rotation. Alright, see, there is a 13k parse right off the bat. So as you can see, if you get that crit, I mean, you're solid. So there's 11. So same thing, just reversed. And I mean, I did have a 44% crit with that 13k parse, but the second one was only 24 and it hit 11. So there you go, that shows you. So you're definitely going to be pretty superior when it comes to single target damage on a lot. To be completely honest, you're going to do very, very well. The only thing that I could see beating you are certain other powers that have a good, like Hard Light's really good, and Celestial. And then of course right now Precision with single target is probably the best in the game. So just keep that in mind, but you're still going to do really good, and you're going to notice your damage skyrocketing during boss fights compared to ad fights, because if you don't have a troll, you're running out of power. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that I probably sound pretty negative about this power. That's nothing against it. I just think it's a screw up and a fuck up on the devs, on DC, for making it weaker, because it might have been king during advanced mechanics, but it's been a year since stats revamp has been out. It's time to just balance it a little bit better, and make it more fair, in my personal opinion. And then I'm also want to say, I'm sorry that yes, this loadout may not be something that I made myself, but it is a very good loadout, and you probably have already seen it, but I'm throwing it out there on my channel as well. So I'll see you all in the next video.